everybody, Kirsten here, and today I am not going to be having a book talk or really doing a top 10 or anything like that. I wanted to do kind of like an informational video because I've been getting a lot of questions about how I'm able to buy the amount of books that I do, and I wanted to give some tips and tricks to stretching your dollar when buying books. I buy almost all of my books secondhand or on sale, and it's all about trying to find the best deal. There are some really great websites that you can use. Thriftbooks.com is one of my favorite used book sites. With thrift books, it's seriously so cheap. You can buy $80 worth of books for like 17 bucks. It's really great. They have free shipping. Not only that, but you can the quality that you want, and it'll reflect it in the price. You can also choose a location that's closest to you so you can get that book a lot quicker. So it's really great. I live in Washington, and Thrift Books is, I believe, out of Seattle. So I usually get my books when I order through Thrift Books, either like the next day or the day after. It's really quick. I'm really iffy about Amazon right now just because of what they're doing with Hatchet books, and so I will say that Amazon books are on the cheap, and if you spend more than $35, shipping is free. So there's always that option. I do a lot of my pre-ordering through Amazon when I pre-order my books. And then there's the Book Depository, the good old Book Depository. It's international, free shipping always, no matter how much money you spend. You don't have to have a minimum purchase to get free shipping on those books. And a lot of times the books are discounted significantly. And the great thing about the Book Depository is if you have all of the books in paperback and the new book is only going to be in hardcover, but they're releasing the paperback overseas, you can order the paperback still. It's really awesome. It's really cool how it works. And you can choose the covers. You can choose your edition that you want. It's really great. I love the Book Depository, and I'll put that link down below as well. All right, so when you're buying books in store, there are so many ways that you can get books on the cheap, and I'm going to tell you how. Used bookstores. I know that independent bookstores are really hard to come by these days. If you're not living in a major metropolitan area, the only bookstores that you're probably going to find are chain bookstores. But luckily, there are chain bookstores that do sell used books. In my area, the only two bookstores that I can shop from are Barnes & Nobles and Hastings. Now, Hastings is a multimedia store. They don't sell just books. They also rent movies. They sell DVDs. It's like a mini Hot Topic, and then they have books. And the great thing about Hastings is they sell used books. Hastings does is they buy books and give credit for the books. I do this once a year. I'll take all of the books on my shelves that I know that I will not reread and I don't care to keep on my shelves, and I'll take them into Hastings. They'll buy those books back, and then I will take that money that I have to spend in store and buy books that I want. So it's really great. They do have used book sales quite often. They do advertise the big sales, but sometimes they'll have like quick one-day sales that they don't advertise for. I walked into Hastings after I went and saw The Fault in Our Stars, and it was amazing because all of their used books were $2 each. So I got the entire hardback collection of the original Harry Potter editions for 14 bucks. I mean, that's awesome. Like, you can't pass those kinds of sales up. And a lot of times they'll have sales for books where you can buy two, get one for $1 kind of a thing. And when the used books are on average $3 to $5, it works out really well. Also, don't be afraid to hit up your local Goodwill or thrift stores. I know that the Value Village by my house, they have a huge book collection. I've gotten so many books from there. I got all of my Twilight books from the thrift store. I got the Fifth Wave. I got my 50 Shades books from there. I got a couple of my Harry Potter paperbacks from there as well. So never be afraid to go into the thrift store and look in the books. And the great thing about thrift stores is all of their books are $1 each, just about. And usually they have sales, like if you buy 4, the 5th one's free too. So I mean, always look at thrift stores. Check out garage sales and yard sales, especially now that it's summertime. It's like the time of garage sales. Go look at garage sales. They will have books everywhere. If you're looking for brand new books that are free, don't be afraid to go on Goodreads and enter into all of their giveaways. I can't even tell you how many giveaways I've won through Goodreads, and they're great because the majority of the time they're advanced reader copies and they're signed. So it's really great. Great way to get new books and to try out new authors. NetGalley.com is a really great resource as well. If you review books, you can request to get ebooks through that website in exchange for reviews. And I've gotten quite a few on there, and it's really great. It's exposed me to some really great authors. Don't be afraid to go to your local library. I know that after a certain age, the library doesn't seem like it's that awesome, but the library is still pretty awesome. My son and I go to the library once a week, and the books that I'm not sure about buying or I can't find anywhere not used, I will get at the library first before deciding if I'm going to spend like the whole 20 bucks on it. Also, another really great way to get books cheap is to look at your grocery stores. Target, all of their books are always 20% off. Fred Meyer and Kroger stores have actually really good book departments, and they actually have like their own YA shelf, so it's really awesome. All of those books are generally 15 to 30% off as well, and they have sales that go on. Grocery store books are really awesome and underutilized way to buy books. I hardly ever buy books at Barnes & Noble. I do when it's the only place that I can buy a book and I want to read it right now. I will go to Barnes & Noble and purchase it if it's the only way I can find that book. I had to do that. I've had to do that a couple times this year, but very rarely do I ever have to. Hope that those tips and tricks help you in your quest to build your library. And if you have any ways that you save money while buying books, go ahead and leave comments below, because I'm sure everybody's always looking for a way to save a penny. So everybody have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.